Yo, welcome to our train layout. Hey, welcome to the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. So, my name is Don, this is my father Don, but if you've been watching our videos, you should already know that. There he is. So he's working in town on a standard gauge layout. He's working on redoing sidewalks and laying the buildings out in a little bit different way, I guess. And today, I'm a lost little puppy. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. I really don't know what to work on. I could work on, I don't know. I've really been thinking about this like half the week and I don't know what I'm gonna work on. So, there's lots of different things I could probably do right now. All right, well, let's just see what happens, if anything. So on this standard gauge layout, we have these 1, 2, oh, there's my fingers. 1, 2, 3 tracks here, and they all come off of the main line. And we've discovered that at one point in time in history of this layout, there actually was a station on it, on one of these main lines. But it was more on this side. This is the front of the layout, so you didn't get to see the front of the station. It does not have a station now, so we've been swapping depots around, stations around, trying to find something that will fit between this track and this track. We have this that we've had for quite a while, and we are thinking of putting that in place. Of course, things are subject to change, always. Then we had this other station up here that we kind of dropped that in up there. That was somewhere else, but it looks nice there. Okay, so I still don't really know what I'm working on, but I don't know, I found a little thingy that needs to be done, so I'm gonna do that. I mean, there's like tons of stuff to be done. I just can't really settle on anything. My mind is just everywhere. All right, well, we're gonna do this real quick. So I don't have a place to put switch stand thingy. I have nothing to mount it to. So I'm just trying to add a little block of wood. See this? Dripping glue on the layout. Luckily, this cardboard caught half of it. Probably shouldn't be working on the train layout. Okay, so I'm still kind of just wandering around, not really sure what to do, but Scott is here now, and actually Jim is here. Scott's working on something. We'll go take a look at that. So, okay. I think I might have an idea what to work on.
See this wonderful glue? I'm placing him up here so I can make a nice little protective barrier so the trains don't fall off, which I think helps.
Okay, because this video is like pretty random, we're gonna give you a helpful little tip. It's silly, but whatever. So we need to cut strips of cardboard so we can put on the edge of that track that Scott's working on, so if the train comes off the track, it doesn't fall on the ground. We're just using cardboard. It works fine. But here's how we cut it, whatever. This is our concrete floor.
And this is now a cutter.
Because this is a crack. Well, not a crack, it's a seam in the concrete floor. Goes down. Oh, that's my finger.
Yeah, I won't hit you.
So we put the cardboard on. You got a professional. So we just line the cardboard up in that little seam of the concrete and we cut right through it. This tip right here for model railroading alone should make you want to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
So once Scott's done with this, we can actually safely run locomotives around our new main line on our narrow gauge. All right, so I would just, put this little, it doesn't work. So I just had put this little block in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think just keep working on this little area. Maybe try and work on getting the turnout in place. You gotta tear this stuff up a little bit, get it to line up for the turnout. Oh, hey, John's here. So anyways, we got a full crew, all right.
Cheers!
He's over there, you can't see him, but he's here. Oh, so hold on. Okay, so the reason why I decided to kind of work on these turnouts here is because we ordered these little guys. So these are little hand throws, kind of like this guy, a little hand throw majig. So we got these hand throws, but they have electrical contacts on them. I've never used them. I don't know. Hopefully they work okay. Probably be all right. So now I have a reason to get a turnout in here. I'm just gonna use hand throws, not gonna do tortoises. Here's Scott. So that's why I decided to go ahead and work on this. I almost worked on a cow field and a house and a barn. That might happen sometime soon. Or not, I don't know, we're pretty random. So I'm just kind of sticking the turnout in place here and figuring out exactly where I want it to be. Make sure my track and everything is gonna line up. So that's what we're doing. Just laying it down here, making sure that this flows into here nicely. Need to make sure that this is gonna flow into here nicely. A little bit of an S curve here. S curve. Brought to you by the letter S. So, I'm gonna mark a center line. So we know where to put our ties. I'm gonna go and mark that tie, mark this. I don't know where this is at. All right, so we have a center line drawn, got it all cleaned off. Now we're gonna start laying some ties. All right. Uh-oh. Who did that?
We did. Jim told me I could do it. I did it. He didn't do it, I did it.
So this is our dual gauge reverse loop. This is a Fast Tracks turnout. Works fine going through PSX-AR. So we're doing an experiment right now. We want to set this up so that we can change this turnout if we want without using the DCC, but just have a toggle switch to switch that over. So we are trying to wire that in a way that we can do that with a momentary switch. So we'll see if that works out. Hey, in theory, it should work fine. So we're gonna try this out. So right now the turnout is going straight. So go ahead and flip it some direction. And that may be the way that it was. Oh yeah. So now flip it back. So we just tested that out and it worked the way I hoped it would. What we're doing is, well, the way it works is a PSX-AR will automatically reverse a reverse loop. So the train goes over a gap on the rail and it's the wrong polarity. It will automatically detect that and flip the polarity on the rail, correcting it so that the reverse loop will work fine. I'm not gonna go too far into it. There's lots of information out there about that. those PSX-ARs can also run a tortoise. So that way train goes into the reverse loop and it comes back out, it'll flip the tortoise the correct way as it comes back out. And everything is happy. So, as I explained earlier, in this case, we want to kind of manually be able to flip the turnout. It actually has a switch command set for it. Can't remember what it is. But we just thought it'd be nice if we just had a little toggle switch to do that. So we tested it out with a toggle switch, which you saw. And all we're doing is it's a momentary switch. So all we're doing is we're mimicking as if a train was crossing that gap and shorting it. And so it flips the turnout. The switch has 3 leads. The center one, we just hooked up to one of the feeder wires that's feeding the reverse loop. Then the other 2 goes to one of the bus lines and the other one goes to the other side of the bus line. So now we go ahead and solder the switch. Yeah, and clamps are helpful to hold a toggle switch while you solder it. So this sidewalk here is actually just made out of Venetian blinds that we had laying around for a real house. So my dad's got them glued down and kind of tacked down and just touching up some paint. But they actually have worked out pretty well. Of course, we'll weather them and that kind of stuff, but it's looking good. All right, so one of the things we did is I put this block in so that we can, not this one, but a different one, we can have a spot to put a hand throw. And I went ahead and laid the ties. This turnout is not in there yet. I gotta trim all the ties. The glue is still drying on the ties, but I have all the ties laid going into the King City coal mine area. So once again, this is the area of our dual gauge reverse loop. So we wired this turnout so that we can kind of manually flip it back and forth. With it just temporarily mounted this little momentary switch, not powered on right now, but that will make operations much better. So we just kind of set this station here. It was somewhere else, but we juggled stations around so that we could get one up front. It looks pretty nice though. I think I like it here. And another thing I just noticed, there was an electronic uncoupler here, big magnet thing underneath here. Well, it was sticking up too high and some stuff was hitting that and causing problems. So I didn't know it, but apparently my dad took it out because now it's just a big hole. So probably patch that up someday. So this is the narrow gauge layout, and Scott put up cardboard and stuff along here. We'll probably change this out someday later, but the stuff in here may stay. We just put that up so that if the train comes off the track, it does not fall onto the floor. So we have this figure 8 that we've been working on, and that now is all safe to run trains on. So we need to add some more of that cardboard or something in here to keep the train from falling on the floor. However, this is really narrow, and so we had to space it out a little bit. So once that dries, we will put cardboard strips along that or something else. All right, so that's what we got done tonight. Thanks for watching the video. Don was here, my dad, Don was here, and John was here for a little bit, and Jim was here, and Scott is here still. So Scott was here, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, whatever, subscribe and ring the bell.
Thumbs up.
Ring the bell.
The bell.
So you get notifications. It's down here somewhere when new videos come out. Check out the other videos. We're just showing you what we're doing on a work night. And tonight, I didn't know, we just made it up as we went.
It was a crazy night.
It was a crazy night. So, next video, I have no idea. We'll find out. All right, see you later.